It is very beautiful today. It is very beautiful almost every single day, but I think that's what's so amazing about being out here. And I'm really glad that I bring you guys with me, even though some days I'm like, why would anyone want to see, more of this lake? And then immediately my next thought is like, who wouldn't? And so it's really fun because I think I've finally figured it out that sharing all of this with you guys is my way of sharing a love story that I have with the world around me. And I guess as a result of that, it's also sharing a love story that I have with myself, with you guys, with Chips. It's really amazing. There's nowhere that really makes me reflect on love and the nature of love and what it means to experience the verb love and what it means to act on love than just being able to sit outside for a while, listening to the birds and looking at the lake and seeing the trees and being outside and part of it. And maybe that's part of it, because like to come out here you have to put your shoes on and you have to actually leave the house, and especially when there's so much work to do, that can be really hard for me to say that's okay to do. But then when I'm out here, I'm so happy and everything seems so precious to me. Every blade of grass, every bud, every little acorn piece on the ground here, all of it, it just seems so amazingly precious to me. And then I can't imagine not sharing what I see and not sharing the story of just the world out here. I mean, I think that's what love is, when it's just this feeling of like, I have to share this, even if nobody watches, it's fine. Even if nobody sees it, it's fine. Because I think for me to act on my love of the world, of nature, of the adventures I can go on, and then it comes all the way back around to act on the love that I feel towards myself, is to do these things, is to make these videos, is to come out, is to share what I experience. So that's, I think, how I act on my love, is sharing it with you guys. So yeah, there's that. I know he's gonna be hard to see, but do you guys see the blue heron fishing behind me? He's back there, and he's made a couple attempts at catching a fish, and he hasn't had any luck just yet. And then there's this beautiful little red flower down by my elbow down there. It's very, very, very pretty. I really like it. And it is just a gorgeous day, and I'm just so happy. I'm really happy. Something about being out here. That was a big fish. He should be over here. Something about being out here in the forest every day. I know I keep saying it, but it's like it just resets everything and makes it, I wouldn't say easier to get the things I want to get done. It just makes it so that I feel content. Content, no matter what happens. If I get the big projects I have planned done for the day or not. If I, well, really, that's like the only thing that stresses me in my life, is trying to get all my projects done that I want to share with you guys. But if I get those done or not, it's like being out here. It's kind of chilly today, and it smells wonderful because it has that smell of a forest filled with moss and dirt after the rain. There's a specific word, and I need to look it up, for the smell of the soil after the rain. And the soil actually releases, they've done studies in Japan, there's actual microbes that the soil releases into the air after the rain that help to lower depression, and they help to really balance everything in your body to make you feel good and happy, and it just feels right to be out here. There goes Nyanhinga. I wonder if you guys will be able to see him. He'd be really hard to see. I think he just flew off that way. That's so fun. I wonder if the heron's caught anything. No, he's still just sitting there. But yeah, it feels right to be out here. especially after a rainstorm. So if you guys ever get the opportunity to just walk outside, and I don't know how many of you would have heard about that. To me, that's like knowledge I've known of for years. But yes, there are actual microbes in the soil that when they are released, they help to improve the production of hormones in your brain that help to balance depression and anxiety. And it happens when you go outside and they're microbes released from the dirt, and usually they're released more often after the rain, like I said. But they're out there in the forest all the time. You need to look for like an older forest. I'm not talking about like the really over manicured parks where like every tree can be mowed between. I'm talking about forests like this where there's decaying growth. That's a good thing because it means a healthy forest floor. Where there's a really complicated forest floor, all sorts of moss and grass and life kind of establishing itself. Go find one of those and just sit in the moment, which is a new series I'm trying out on the vlog channel. And just try it out. So, oh, look at him go. He's walking around back there. I love that. Go, blue heron, go. There's a few of them. One of them yesterday I saw fishing at the water runoff, and I might include that in one of the videos. Like maybe I'll include it in this one because it was just a really short little clip. But there's a water runoff for this lake so that the lake doesn't overflow the area, because this is an artificial man-made lake way back when. I think it was like originally, Chips told me, because he's been coming to this lake since he was little, since they've lived here. Pretty much his whole life they've lived here, which is so surreal to me, who moves all the time. But this lake was an artificial lake that they expanded tremendously, and to make sure it doesn't overflow the boundaries of the lake, since it's not naturally made, there's a runoff where the water will pour down after a big rainstorm, and the herons like to go and stand at the base of the runoff because sometimes very confused fish will get swept up in the current from the lake and go down the runoff. Oh, there's more anhingas fishing, but they're way far away. But yeah, the herons will fish for the fish that get confused and swept into the runoff and go down the little gully into the creek, which is the same creek where I found the ducklings, by the way. It is so beautiful. I'm so happy because I'm even happier to be able to share it with you guys. Am I making too much noise? I might be annoying him, so we'll go and he might be saying, "You're scaring all the fish away." But usually he and I hang out for a long time, and I love that about being here. And I keep trying to remember, because these are kind of like, where did you go? He went up into the bushes. Oh, he's pouting at me now. Hopefully you guys will be able to catch like a little glimpse of him glaring at us. That's so cute. There he is again. I love him. I love him. But because these vlogs have kind of become my diaries in a way, and I hope that's okay. It's gonna have to be, because oh, that sounds kind of mean, but I mean, like, that's what I want out of this, is to be able to look back. I've looked back at the years, like last year when I was doing a little bit of vlogging, and I was trying really hard just to keep a narrative and to make it interesting and relevant. And I think my life, everyone's life, kind of is that if you just let it naturally be what it is. If you're really living a life you're happy with, you have a story to tell. So if you're not living a life you're happy with, but you're working towards that, then you have a story to tell. And I really love that. There goes another anhinga. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. So hard to see. So hard to see. So yeah, that's why I just kind of like to take these moments. And sometimes I have something really profound to say, and sometimes I might just tell you about how it rained really, really, really powerfully a couple days ago. And I might do that as an in the moment. The in the moments are like soundless, like voiceless vlogs, where I just try to kind of capture kind of a zen moment of what's going on. But I didn't want to like take the word zen and use it as like zen moment, because that's, I feel like zen as a whole, like practice, like a whole religious-ish practice, it's a mind practice, and I don't want to like just sort of steal the word just because I think it sounds cool. And then I thought harder about it, and I'm like, well, I wanted to say a zen moment because it's stuff where I just want people, if they would like to share that moment with me, to be in the moment and listening to the rain or listening to the birds or just looking at what's out there. And so that's why I started the In the Moment series. I doubt anyone's ever going to want to look at it except me. Did you get one? Nope. But that's okay, because this feels really, really, really good. because I know I'm going to be able to look back at this a year later and remember that beautiful rainstorm and remember that beautiful sunrise or those beautiful rainbows that I have made in the moments. And I love it because this is a chronicle of my life, and I'm going to be able to look back and remember where I was after I'm no longer here. And I mean, like, no longer living here. Oh, another big fish. He needs to be fishing over here. Maybe that's why he was yelling at me. So, on sort of the diary aspect of it, Chips is out of town right now. He is away celebrating his sister's graduation with her master's degree, and that's amazing, really amazing. And we're going to be leaving for the island off the coast of North Carolina sooner than later, and I'm really excited about that. That's on the 10th, so that's like in a little over than a week, a little over than a week, a little longer than a week away. And it smells like moss and dirt, and I can't get over that because it's the best smell in the world. And I'm just really, really, really happy, and I really look forward to sharing all of this with you guys. So I'm going to leave the blue heron alone because he's had enough of trying to fish with a chatty Seri sitting next to him. And I hope you are all having an amazing, beautiful day, and you remember that you also have stories to tell, because that's the thing I see the most is people are like, no, my life is boring. I promise you, it's not. It's not. It really isn't. And I hope you can go have some adventures. Bye, Aaron. Of course, just as I end it. Nope, he didn't catch that one either. I'm sorry, it's not my fault, buddy. Good fishing. Cranky guy.